Good evening everybody. Happy Sunday number 3, Thursday the 1st, or the first Thursday of the week, the 21st of the month, if that's not too confusing. Let's swap over to the regular scene. Good evening everyone. I was about to say good morning then. It's good morning wherever you are. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Apophis, Krozak, Mazel Tov, Go Sierra, Pastor, Silent Mouse, Algida, Go Sierra, I've already said Go Sierra, Dude, everyone likes, Drizzling Rose, at your parents now, I'll be driving home now. It'll take 30 minutes or so. If anyone asks about your guide, I'll be away until 2040. Okay, thank you, Drizzling Rose, thanks for the update. And Swift 1691. And Aloha Mora, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you got feedback from Derp as well. Excellent. I like guides. There's a very good guide, Mazel Tov. You should check out my Discord, where in the useful stuff section, where Drizzling Rose has done some amazing work on getting a garrison guide together. It's definitely worth having a look. What happened to my background? Well, basically, because it's so hot here, the sun, I've opened the door to the ensuite, and so the sun is streaming through the side. So you're getting direct sun behind me, which is lighting up everyone here, but that does mean that everything else changes with the lighting. I would close it to block the sun out, but then it won't be quite as cool here. So it's quite the odds change in natural light as to what you're normally used to seeing me in. You need a leather making guide. You got Demon Hunter to 120 and started skinning, now working on leather. Excellent, Pastor. The two things I could recommend would be the Uncanny Gear sets and Drums of Fury. Save myself from getting fried, leave it open. It can get quite warm up here when it comes to the summer, because we're effectively in attic room. This is the top floor of the house, so it's basically is it top floor or second floor? Third floor. 3 stories, so it's the top of the house, and it's practically like an attic room here. Just joined to say thank you for the guides on YouTube and my bracelet shuffle. It's worked stupendously well for you on a high pop server. Oh, fantastic! Went from 50 to 500k within 1 month. That's very nice, Swift. That's really nice to see that's still working. And good evening, Mushy. How are you doing? Lovely to see you here. Yeah, it can get hot, especially as the sun is just setting over on the west side there, and it's definitely warmer, which is why you've got the sun streaming in on against the background there. But I can at least feel a breeze, which is nice. I'm not sure what working and streaming is going to be like when it does come to like the full-on British summer, but we'll get there. We'll see what happens. How's everyone else doing? Is their gold making journey going well? I spent another token yesterday. No. Yes, it was yesterday, for my wife, who's now been playing WoW for a whole month now, and is still enjoying it. Me and her have gotten up to level 80 on our Pandarians, so we're looking forward to exploring actual Pandaria now that we've gone through. I think I have to ask the boss to buy an AC. That's probably not a bad idea. I could possibly... If I could get a unit that I plug in the ensuite and put the pipe out the window there, that might work. That's definitely a possibility. How am I doing? Are you doing great? Been playing a ton of Terraria over the past days, 40 hours since Saturday. Playing with 3 friends, one of them being Drizzle Rose's boyfriend. Oh, fantastic. Trying out Master Mode, the new difficulty. It's rough. You're down 5 bosses so far. I did hear there was an update on Terraria. I saw that a lot of streamers were playing Terraria, and I told my son, oh, there's a new update to Terraria. I've got no idea what it is. And he goes, oh, yeah, there's an update. That's all I know about it. So there's a new mode, is there? Oh, that's interesting. Bamsalil, thank you very much. Brand new Prime coming in. That's very kind of you. Oreo says his thanks. Thank you very much. Your support is extra appreciated. So I have a whole load of emotes for you to do as you like. Thank you very much. Currently scrapping a load of bracers to craft the uncanny stuff, and I expect that they'll sell quite nice since the new update added that you can corrupt them too. Can you can you corrupt the uncanny gear? Because I saw a tweet by Reckles saying that you couldn't corrupt them, but I'm not sure on confirmation on that one. I thought it was only the higher end crafted gear. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about it, but it's something to look into. Ready for this weekend's Wowhead Weekly. I need to find out some more. 2 more million until the Brutal. So I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Excellent, Aloha Mori. That's definitely close. You're over the hump, definitely. As to referring to rain and even more rain, yes, something like that. Silent Mouse. Keep these down. 26 is needed. To keep it at least down. Under 26 is needed to be able to work. Yes. Otherwise, I'll end up just needing to take lots of naps and things like that. Lover of my YouTube. Well, that's very kind of you, Bamsalil. That's very kind of you indeed. You can corrupt it, can you? The update was pushed. It had some issues, but apparently it's working now. Ah, fantastic. Good evening, Will. I hope you're doing well. And good evening to you, Lizard. I hope you're doing well as well. And Andy coming in as well. In short, enemies deal about 3 times normal damage and have up to 3 times the health, making everything deadly in the start of the game. You've died a lot. Yeah, I can imagine that's a big difference. And when you're starting off, when nightfall comes, it's a bit like Minecraft in super hard mode. It's scary, definitely. I wonder if they did something like that in Minecraft. I know they've got the hardcore mode, but something like that would be definitely worth it. Time for a Mythic Plus or a raid. I was thinking tonight maybe we could do a Heroic Vision, if anyone's didn't mind potentially losing their vessel to my ineptness and inexperience. But yeah, I'm up to doing a few things tonight. I need to go through the gold making. I've done it already on Samadan earlier today. We need to have a look and maybe do... I just check that anything hasn't expired at the moment. Everything's okay so far. We're looking at... Yeah, we're at 70,000 gold in the mail. I'm down to actually 208,000 gold on Samadan because I bought a token. So we're definitely running low on gold reserves at the moment. Yes, Dressing Rose was here, and then she's going to be come back in about half an hour or so. Can be Summer. Good evening, good afternoon, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Is my back still at level 1? Yes, it is. It's basically it's pretty much useless. My back at the moment. I've done the one introductory quest, Heroic Vision, and I haven't done anything since then. So I've got no idea actually even what I need to do to upgrade it. I need pages or something like that, I think. I remember reading somewhere. Sensors, good evening to you. How are you doing? Lovely to have you here. Right, so let's have a look. So Samadan's pretty much done. I relisted everything just a couple of hours ago, so that's a decent place to be in. Oh, Dave's in as well. Good evening to you, Dave. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Dave, most amazing artist I have the pleasure of knowing, who also streams and does amazing YouTube as well. How have you been, Dave? Hope the quarantine's doing okay for you. And greetings from Argentina. Oh, lovely to have you here, Damien F. What is that, Damien F? Doing well, hope I am too. I'm doing very well. It's very warm here for the UK. It's been a warm day, so I've got the window open, which is why you've got a bright background behind me, because you've got the full sun as it's just setting at the moment. Doing well, quarantine going fine so far, just keeping your head down and working. Glad to paint and hang out with you. Oh, it's very, very kind of you to stop by, Dave. Also think there was an update, so you can try full clears. Was that for, you need a full clear to receive the pages up until rank 6. It's enough to kill the end boss. Okay, afterwards you do a full clear. Also think there was an update, so you can try full clears. Okay, so basically just killing everything. Is that the case on that? I just watched my Mythic Workshop the other day. Yeah. That I rewatched the ending for that Mythic 7 we did on Tuesday, and I even myself, I didn't notice how close the timer was on that. It was something like 3 or 6 seconds left on the timer. It was really close to get that one on time, but I couldn't have done it without all your lovely support at the time. Magnus Game, good evening to you. Doing very well here. So read that as, so up to rank 6, just the boss needs to die. Okay, Mushy, thank you. For each area you clear, you receive a cache at the end of the run. For each cache is a page. Right, okay. Can do a 25. I've got no idea. Actually, we haven't checked my my mythic loot, actually. Let's do that. Let's go back to Borealis and check my chest from yesterday. How it works, but Reset they did an update on that too. Okay. The more is done during the run, the more mementos you get, and the more tree you can fill in. Okay. Good evening, Jack. How are you doing? I also don't have the 100% ref buff. Yeah, that went. We've got the signs of the emissary now. Now, interestingly, I noticed this when they had the double buff, the two of them overlapping. It was yesterday, wasn't it? And I was thinking, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do loads and loads of world quests, and I just couldn't do it. I did 2 emissaries on Samadan, and that was about as far as I could get before I lost the will to carry on doing anything more, and I ran out of time as well. So I ended up just leaving it at that. So it's definitely not one for me. I'll just get the reputation when I can, and that'll be how it goes, I think. Apophis giving your stuff to Andy. That's so kind of you. Congratulations, Andy. Thank you so much, Apophis. So kind of you indeed. Yeah, the rep buff has gone. Sad time. So close to finishing your allied races. Oh, hopefully you'll be able to just do the final bits, Will, and be able to get that. Do I track my stock out of WoW? Do I have a document in Excel to track stuff? I'm hoping you have a great gear in the box. Crossing fingers. Thank you, Anxie. Last year I was doing the end of the month summary of all my professions, and I used to use the spreadsheet to track everything. This year I haven't bothered with it so far, and I do feel like I'm in less control over what's going on with my money and my spending. I know it's going down is my main thing at the moment. If I look at TSM at the moment, it's basically I'm just buying tokens and funding both my son, my wife. Actually, my son's paying for his own at the moment, but funding me and my wife's game time at the moment, as well as I just paid for 6 months myself, as well as buying Shadowlands and all the other things. So where I was at last time there at 4 million, it's definitely been a steady decline since then, definitely. Archmage Atalor, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Right, let's go have a look. What have we got in the chest today? You got the Alliance ones, Brian the Gnome. You hated Mechagon. Mechagon, a lot of people do seem to have like a love-hate relationship with it, certainly. So we got a Mythic Keystone for Waycrest Manor, Mythic level 6. And Leggings of the Drowned Lord. Now, on the Mythic 7, we picked up some 450 legs, the Royal Attendant Trousers. So this is a 460 set, but it appears to have a large amount of corruption. 60 corruption. That's a lot. What's the your damaging abilities? Build the Echoing Void. Each time it builds, Echoing Void has a chance to collapse, dealing 1% of your health as shadow damage to all nearby enemies. So, what's Echoing Void? Is that good? I take it. Those legs will help me in the visions if I can handle the corruption value. I certainly can't at that point at plus 60. Definitely keep that. Okay. Love to hate or hate to love my gun. Keep it in my bag. Yeah, I definitely won't be wearing those legs because I'm currently sitting at, well, not too bad actually. Actually at total corruption of 10 at the moment with what I've got. I did cleanse a couple of things, but if I do wear that, what have I got at the moment? So we've got 15 corruption on the wrist and 10 corruption on the cummerbund, so that's I don't have replacements for those, unfortunately, so I'd have to cleanse those and keep the legs. Or I could do something different, I wonder. That's haste, and that's void ritual. Just increase all secondary stats by 14. So there's definitely options there. Happiest, good evening to you. Keep it in my bags. If my back's a lot up, then I'll be able to use it. Yeah. Mouse gold status, you had 314,000 gold in April. At the moment you have 25,000 on every toon that is played. That's 8 of 10 toons, 10 on the transmute toons, 495k on the bank 2, and 1 million, 1.1 million in the guild bank. That's fantastic, Silent Mouse. Congratulations on that. It's like constant AoE damage, so really helps out for casters. Okay, that does sound good. Bow and Arrow, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. You need to get the rings of Mechagon, if I can, for Holy. Okay, well, have a look at that. I can see Jack's popping in the Twitch channel. Thank you, Jack, for the extra publicity. Maybe I'll get the engineering plans at some point. It's happy to be done with the World Quest grind for now. They're going insane over the last couple of weeks, doing every quest in almost in most of the zones every day. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, I struggled at the moment doing that, so it's I think it's a kind of a blessing and a curse now that the buff has gone. Stopcraft, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. So we're doing all right. We'll keep those in the bank for the moment. 460 legs do seem quite nice. And then we've got a Waycrest Manor Mythic 6 with Tyrannical and Raging. That doesn't seem too bad. We could maybe do that. Maybe not tonight. Maybe we could save that till Tuesday. I probably need to do another Mythic on top of that to upgrade the key. Maybe we can push that a little bit higher. Hark at me talking about pushing keys when before I was just lucky to make it through a Mythic 0 without having a heart attack. So things are developing, we're learning, we're getting a little bit better at healing. So there's definitely some progress there. Creatives, good evening to you. My little ginger man. Lovely to see you as well. Alright, let's just park myself over here. But first I need to level my back. Yeah, I think that'll be the first thing. I won't do a horrific vision just yet. I'll go through and check on the other characters just to make sure everything's okay. I think a lot of the auctions have expired. After having 2 weeks of not having a single Silas proc, every single proc since I've been doing Awakening so far, I've had about 3 or 4 Silas procs in a row, so I've still got the buff on me at the moment. Plus, the problem is I'm not actually selling many potions, so it's not actually much use to it at the moment. So I'm just going to try and go through the expires quickly and then relist them on, see if there's anything else. I mean, we're on a Thursday, so now's a good time, quite early on in the evening. Now's a good time for me to post those on. So let's take them. They've expired anyway. Oh, we do have some sales, 15,000. So that's okay. I've got 16 bags of anchors I need to open up. I need to do the daily cooldown. Right. And that's everything there. 15,000. Excuse me, 15,000 on that. Let's go just post that lot on. We're on a post scan. Potion sales have definitely plummeted, certainly. Silas proc, hate your priest on Ravencrest. It can be tough. When you don't get the proc and you need to restock, it's very hard. At the moment, I'm going to see how potions go for the moment. I'm not too hopeful on how they're headed at the moment, but we'll see if we can generate some sales. I've got 223,000 on this character, so I've actually got more than Samadan at the moment. Casey Turbos, thank you for the follow. You need a Raidbot's Guide, keep trying to sim, but too many styles of fights, trying essences, combos, and both sets. Yeah, there's a lot of different things. I just tend to go with what makes sense in my head at this stage. I'm certainly not min-maxing anything at the moment, but obviously that will change as I get closer to the sort of upper tiers, as it were. So that's all posted on. Check my auctions. There we go. Then we'll go into alchemy. We'll clear this, and we'll just see if there's anything we need to remake. On the Silas side, superior battle potion of agility. We're missing a bit of Zinanthid on this, so let's have a look at the Zinanthid stocks. I thought I had enough for something like this. Where is my Zinanthid? It must be in the bank, I think. So let's just go check that. We just sold a battle potion of strength, so that's a good start. Let me just fly, it'll be a little bit easier. Guild bank might be easier here. Was there anything in here? No, there wasn't anything in there. I know my timer's running out here, so I need to be quite swift. I know I sent some over to... Samadan, but we are actually really low. Only at 65 in the bank. That's very interesting. I didn't realise I'd had so little Zinanthid. So in which case, we need to buy some. I'm going to buy just what I need at this stage. For some reason I thought I had a lot more Zinanthid than that. Where's it gone? Let's have a look. Shopping. BFA herbs. I'll have a proper look at that when I go over to Samadan. I'm sure I had more. Zinanthid is here at 23 gold. There's 73,000 of it. I need in my alchemy, what do we have here? We need another, gathering wise, we need another 71. So if I buy about 100 for now, reasonable enough price looking at this. My mat cost is 21, this is at 23.99, so I'll buy 100 and take those for now. Close that down and then fly ourselves to the mailbox. I'll quickly do this and then I'll catch up on everything on chat, because I know people have been coming in and I've been missing out, so I'm going to quickly just make these. Crafting, superior battle potion of agility, 17 of those at times 4. Anything else at times 2? Times 2, all at times 7. Battle potion of agility. What's this? A 242 profit. That'll be good if we have that. I don't think it's going to be that high. We'll take those. We'll also do our daily cooldown actually whilst we're here. Get ourselves another bag of anchors. Got 6 minutes left on the clock, so we'll just check to see if we get another proc. And we're on transportation now, so that's fine. We'll keep the 6 minutes as much as we can. We'll jump that in and then run a post scan. Dimitri's draft, a few things coming under, so definitely I've been undercut already since posting things on. That's how fast it is. So we'll just jump that lot on and hope for the best. So I'll now log out there and then I can catch up. What did I miss? Where did I go? Potions are pretty much dead on your server unless you farm the herbs yourself. You can really not make anything profitable. Perfect visions, I need an add-on. Handy notes, visions of Nazoth. Okay, thank you, Mushy. Logic, loop of synergy, and rebooting bitband. They pair nice for holy. Your main is a holy priest, Pastor. The holy priest. Very nice. I like that. Let me just write those down because I'll forget those otherwise. So that is what was that? Logic, loop of synergy. And rebooting bitband. Bitband. And then plus I also need handy notes for visions, which would be useful definitely. I haven't got anything to do with visions at the moment. What else did I miss? Handy notes will probably just confuse me in the beginning. Oh, right, okay. Edwards, good evening to you. A little late, no problem. It's lovely to have you here. Refuse to farm, as it's a nightmare with nodes disappearing on you all the time. Yeah, it can be tricky, I think. Definitely, especially when lots of people are competing for those nodes. Casey Turbos, lovely to have you here. I love the emotes, those look really nice and cute. Very nice. Lovely to have you here. Still 24 gold in my realm. It's 10 gold, 19 on yours. Wow, that is definitely low. Gwilyn, good evening to you. And Metket, hope you're both having a good time. And Dutchman, good evening to you. That went up a bit earlier this week for us as well. Okay. Okay, Pastor. Hope to see you again soon. Big stacks of similar pop realm on Shadow Song. Demand is not what it was. Yes, I think we're going to see prices steadily going down, certainly. Your total was 1.8 million. Not able to track how much you earned from the rep buff farm. Estimated between 275 and 300k. That's a really nice chunk of money, though, Silent Mouse. Very nice. What else did I miss? I ever thought about going to a higher pop server than Shadow Song for gold making, or do I like medium? I kind of like medium, Giacardo, but I would be tempted to branch out into other servers, definitely. Milk 2 Lazarus. He's using the free iPad butter. Write it down, Sam. Stroop waffles. I got some Stroop waffles the other day for my son. They were delicious. I didn't have any myself. So we can teach him what to pick up. That's true, actually, Mushy. God, there's loads of things I've missed here. Scrolling down slowly. I'll catch up with everyone in a moment. Mitaresio, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I like that emote as well. Who's that one? Elitist. I like that one. Farming the regular herbs and ore as well. And Mr. Vato, good evening to you. It's now combined with jelly. Okay, that could be absolute best. I agree with Jack. Yes, they are. They're very sweet, but very nice, definitely. We'd get them from Lidl, which we've got a local one near to us. We'd get them from. Glad to finally catch me. I've been watching on YouTube for a long time. That's great. No problem. No problem at all. Now, Stroop waffles are on your list. Definitely. Everyone should have some Stroop waffles if they haven't had them already. They are delicious wafers of caramelly goodness. Is about the best I can describe. And see, I still can't find my way out of here after all this time. Palanuix, excuse me. Finally managed to catch my stream live. Always a few days behind watching them on YouTube. Well, it's lovely to have you here for the live version. Welcome on board. Recent came back to WoW and started Horde on Illidan. I'm wondering if it was a mistake. The server is so populated, it's crazy. There are always niches. It's difficult to find a server that suits you, certainly. I like Shadowsong in being more of a middle of the range server. The prices are still quite high for materials, but I still seem to be able to make a profit on most things, so I'm quite happy with that at the moment. Rest it on a cup of tea or coffee. Yes, it just softens it quite nicely. Yeah, that's a nice idea. I haven't tried that, but I can imagine it certainly. Okay, so where are we at? Samadan needs to fly to the mailbox, see how things are doing on the inscription market. Still need to expand on inscription. It's making a bit of gold, which is nice. Where are we at? 13,000 so far. Many Hybon compendiums and war scrolls at the moment, but we do need to make sure that we can keep ourselves competitive, so I'll just go here and I'll run a cancel scan on everything because I'm most likely undercut. I'll do a quick restock and see what happens there. High pops are tops, medium seems to be the best right now in your opinion. I would be inclined to agree with Gwilyn. Going on my own experience, I don't have experience of the higher pops, but I go on what other people say, and it does seem to be that way at the moment. Just move a little bit closer, take the cancels out. Got a proper expensive espresso machine, which is so good, but I've been doing injustice not having Stroop waffles. I feel like a fool. Well, now you can elevate it to the next level. A nice espresso with a Stroop waffle. That'll start your morning off, definitely. Medium is great for everyone, crafters and farmers alike. Yeah, I think so. If you can find a nice medium server where it's not too competitive. I mean, there are still competitive times on Shadowsong. I tried monitoring the reset day yesterday on Samadan and didn't get many sales at all. There was a reset on the enchants I was looking at on Tuesday night, but so I managed to get a few of those sales. Obviously mine got bought out for the reset, but for the actual reset day itself I didn't get very many sales at all. I kept on reposting, but everyone else was also trying and reposting just as quickly. So we've got 103,000 on Samadan, so as a profession it's holding up quite well. at the moment. 200 odd thousand on Goldmaking, about 200,000 on Samadan, and about 100,000 here on Samadan. Obviously, I've been buying tokens and things on Samadan, which is why his gold reserves have gone down. He normally does quite well on his own. So let's just go through and restock these war scrolls and some compendiums. I imagine I've got everything for this, so we'll just go through these. Erectlaw, thank you very much for the follow. In a tricky situation, because you want to play with friends in Shadowlands, and they play on Illidan, they usually only play at the start of the expansion and then they quit, but you like to make gold. So you're probably in it for more of the long haul, I can imagine. So that's a difficult situation to be in. Maybe have multiple servers in that situation. Have a server for playing with your friends, and then another one, Master Drain or Crafter, and then another one where you can spread out your gold making empire, perhaps. I'd love to have a nice espresso machine. Got a Nespresso machine yourself with cheap cups. Can't wait to expand on the coffee maker and get a really nice espresso machine. Now that you're falling into a dangerous pit there, Speckett, there's a lot of coffee connoisseurs and lots of fun to be had. I've had a few, nothing expensive in my time, but I've enjoy good coffee every now and again, especially an espresso. Recknell, thank you very much for the sub as well. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much for your support. Really is appreciated. Welcome on board. I have a whole load of emotes to use as you will. Evening ones, sir. What else have we got? Oh, we've got a sale. We've just sold a Highborn Compendium. We just literally put one on as well. Of Sundering. Yep. Swirling Tides, Sundering. I literally just put one on. So that's good. Thanks for the wake up. No problem. How are you, Real Ginny? Hope you're doing well. And Ixie Sharks, morning from California. Well, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for your support. 2 months now. That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. A load of emotes for you as well. So we've done well here. That's another sale. I did restock on things, so we'll leave that at that. I'll probably have to restock on that again, but we'll leave that for the moment. Just rushing through the characters at the moment, and this bit of gold maintenance. So Samadan, Goldmaking. Let's check my leather working situation. You got this 40-year-old Italian espresso machine in the garage. It's a bit broken, but nothing that ain't fixable. Best case scenario, you can fix that and have that for years. It looks cool. Old school coffee machine look, yeah. And then you need to get yourself one of those hand wooden grinders for grinding your beans. Then you'll be well away. All right, let's have a look at Earthen. Lots of expires. 17,000 in the mail so far. How much do we have on us? We have yes, another 200,000 on this character. So that's doing well. Made 21k yesterday selling masterful Kubalines for 100 gold each, due for the waterfront handers. Purchased them for 3 gold a gem, so it's decent. Very nice, Quillen, very nice. It's lovely when you can catch things like that. Those opportunities when they come through, that's lovely to see. Right, we're going to post up everything. There we go. Grinding your beans. But most likely you'll be too lazy for that. You'll just get an automated one. How does auctioning operation for the Uncanny look like? Do I ignore item variations? At this stage, I am still doing with all the variations on. There will come a point where I feel like I will do a ignore item variations, because at this stage people are really just using the Uncanny gear for that first item level boost. So for the moment I'm trying to scrape a few sales in different categories. It's okay so far, but I'd probably have to change what I'm doing in the future and just make that to ignore item variations for that reason. So we'll just go through there. But at the moment I've got enough materials and things. I'll just keep on restocking. Actually, we're okay in terms of restocks, so I'll leave it at that. We'll come out and check on next character, which is our blacksmithing counterpart. Just on the you put in just the right amount each time, weigh it out and everything. Oh, that's good. Don't use the special machines, don't have a auto grinder. Yeah, some of them do, don't they? They actually have that special grinding thing at the top, don't they? Lots of different machines nowadays. At my old company, they had a really fancy automated coffee machine that did all the bean grinding, and it made a really nice espresso. It made a really nice hot chocolate as well. That had its own milk and water reservoirs and everything. Actually, it was just plumbed straight into the water, and then the milk reservoir and everything. It was really nice. I had a lot of free coffees there, definitely. You could make those pod things, yeah. Spamming gold coins. We've got some good sales so far in blacksmithing. 35,000 so far. So our journey into blacksmithing is good. We've currently got 97,000 in the bags. Excuse me. So we're in a reasonable place here. So we'll post all of this lot on. There's a world quest for Expulsum Imperalis. Oh, well, that could be interesting. Is it for everyone, or is it just one profession? That'll be worth doing on each of my crafters. Certainly when it comes to Samadan, blacksmithing and everything. Did I list the turn-in items? I haven't done anything specific this for today, Mushy, certainly. Is it a skinning one? What have we got for turn-in? Let's have a look at the map. Oh yes, we do have the Expulsum. Oh yes, 15 Tempest Hide. Fantastic. Okay, so what are we doing on Tempest Hide? Let's have a quick look at the situation there. So it's currently sitting at, there's usually quite a lot of Tempest Hide, at 83 silver. I've got 1,600 in the bank on this character. I could possibly buy this all out, but we're quite late on in the day for this, so probably not worth me doing it. If this was the beginning of the day and I noticed this, then I might do that at a different time, certainly. Leave me some logging now. I'm not going to do it, so you're more than welcome to have some, the real Ginny. I'm gonna leave that myself because I think I have. I'm just going to go with the hand in myself at the moment. So we'll go through and do that. Nigel, thank you very much for the follow. Have the Beast for Coffee Machine in the studio too. Been missing it since the quarantine. So said screw it and bought yourself one. The wallet, but your soul feels good. Exactly. I think a good coffee in the morning does set you up right, certainly. I just go with instant these days, to be honest. Tempest Hide, I don't actually have any on me, do I? It's in my bank, so that's why that didn't work. Let's go on over. El Morte. Why has El Morte got some in the bank? Oh, it's not El Morte that's got them in the bank. El Morte is my... Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong characters now. Tempest Hide. Have I got any in the guild vault? Let me just check. Tempest Hide. Hardened Tempest Hide. We've got some here. We'll take that. Yes, it's Urfan that has them in the bank. I need to read my own names of which characters I'm actually using at the moment. So we'll take those, 15, and then we'll jump on over. And then we'll do that hand in for the Expulsum, because that would be handy. We will use a lot of Expulsum, so I'll go through on the Tempest Hide on this one. You would have bought it all, but you make epics and relisted it at 5 gold each. I think if I'd spotted that at the beginning of the day, yes, I definitely would. But what I'm going to do is, because I probably won't use that much Tempest Hide at this stage, I'm going to leave it for the real Ginny to buy instead. You have about 2k Tempest Hide in your bags from farming. Just go pop them on. Definitely will. Pop them on, and then real Ginny can buy them all out for you. Someone reposted it for 299 gold in your realm. Wow. You got a friend who's quite addicted to his coffee, but he on occasion complains that it makes his insides yell at him. Coffee is a laxative. Well, I restrict myself to just pretty much 1 or possibly 2 cups a day, and leave it at that. I used to have a lot more, but nowadays I just keep it simple, and it works well for me. Everything in moderation, definitely. Alright, so my auctions are all on, that's fine. Do we need to restock on anything? Let's just check. Restock, we've got some uncanny plate, some mono hardened stirrups, we need some monolite ore, some of which is in the guild bank. There's 2 in the guild bank, we'll need to probably buy some more then. So let's go shopping for monolite ore. Shopping, uncanny ore, storm silver, osmanite. I need monolite, which is the other BFA ore. Let's have a look for this. Monolite at 7 gold 25. That's quite expensive. I'll only buy what I need. 6 gold 50 actually is my normal, and 8.95 is more. So that's actually still reasonable from my perspective. So I'll take. Let's take. How much do I need? Let's check my thing here. We only need 14, so I won't go crazy on this. I'll just buy 100. 725. Let that go through there. Bought so far 82,000 in the last 365 days. Wow, that's a lot. Delicious, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. We'll buy that monolite ore, then we'll pop round and we'll go and craft what we need then. Anxiety juice. I myself often drink coffee, but if you actually do have the espresso capsule, it's not the best in terms of environment. Fingerprint, one package in those espressos is like lasts me like 3 to 6 months. Yeah, they are. They're interesting, those capsules. They're trying to do more recycled ones, which are better for the environment overall, or ones that can be recycled better, certainly. So I think the thought is there, certainly in the longer term. But yeah, there is a lot of wastage with them. Is that cheap for monolite? Okay, I'll keep at it for the moment. It does seem like the region average is more like 10 gold. So I'll take the ones I've got. Let's just go into TSM and check that there's nothing to add in there. No, that's all fine. So we'll go post those on. Natty, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Doing well on the basic BFA Horters route this week. Seems no one is supplying the markets. But you've been doing well on the basic herb and all. Yeah, it seems like a good place to be, certainly. Might as well farm them up and sell them. There we go. Ruta Sunkau, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Sorry if I've got your name wrong. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for the feedback. Sure, and try and get inscription more space and make it more readable. That's excellent. Thank you for giving the feedback, Derp, on that one. Your very first time for BFA, a cancel scan. The red info bars was very disappointing. Literally everything was undercut. And I wonder why you don't sell stuff. It can be, cancel scans can be disheartening, certainly. But if you can catch the market right, you can still get some sales, certainly. Game Cat, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. So let's go through. We've done El Morte. I think I've done everything on restocking on you. So let's move on through. We'll go to Nadamas, check my anchor weed cooldown and my vendor flips. See what happens on here. Any thoughts on garrisons these days? Well, Drizzling Rose has a absolutely amazing guide for that, and makes well good use of those. We'll be doing a coverage of it on this week's weekly reset. Where am I? I need a mailbox. Where's the nearest mailbox? Is it outside, or am I going to have to go downstairs? The thing I have with Desara Law is there doesn't seem to be any rested area where you can mount and have your access to a mailbox, unless I'm wrong. Or like the whole of Stormwind is a rested area, but it seems like every rested area here, you can't mount in, so it does cause a few extra steps, which is kind of annoying. No, there's not, Lady Daisy. Okay, it's not just me then for not knowing the zone. Right, so we'll do our herbs to anchors, and then we'll do our bag, get ourselves anchorweed, and then we will go here. Actually no, we'll collect up the mail first. We'll have some expires probably, and some vendor sales, 1,700 in that, so we'll take that. Cancel scan on anything. There's a few different things there that have been undercut on, so I might as well take those off. There we go, we'll take those cancels, then we'll post everything on. And there we go. Does anyone know how you can invite one alt into another alt's garrison using one WoW license? Some toons need tailoring recipes from the daily NPCs. Oh, that's a difficult one, Sirius. I remember trying it myself and I never worked out how to do it. I think there's something you can do. Oh, right, you can buy them in Ashran. Any mage over 100 can port you there. Okay. And you can use... Isn't there a login... It does cover 3 flight pass and 4 expansions. Yeah, it's something like that, isn't it? Isn't there some way you can make a... is it you have to make a raid and swap over the leadership or something like that? I'm not sure. I know it was difficult last time I did it, and I ended up just asking someone else to help out. I remember Rasheen helping me out on one of those, I think. Pour over it tonight after work. Yes, it's a really good guide. So I would certainly give it perusal. 95% done. If you create a private group, you can invite yourself to the same group as yourself using the pre-made group finder. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I hadn't thought of that one there, Real Ginny. Right, okay, so we've done that, we've done that. I've posted everything on, so I now need to check my auctions. So TSM can see what I've got on. Then I'll just do the basic shopping here and buy what I need, which is Fusaka insulated wiring and chemical blasting cap. So we will post those, get those on, and then we are done. That's everything we need to do here. So go back inside and log out. There we go. Then log in on your main without closing the game. Open a new WoW instance and log in, and you should be able to join the leader's garrison before the timer runs out. Aha, okay. Next time the All Trader is in there, buy all the primal spirits. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Ask the TSM community in chat for someone to help you. Yep, I'm sure people either here or elsewhere will certainly be able to help. So moving down, we have my level 80 monk doing amazing progress. Me and my wife have been playing together. So Feng Shu the monk has made currently 2,000 gold. My wife is still ahead on about 2,500 gold, I think she is, at the moment. So we're both having a load of fun with our characters. And then let's just move this down, because I've obviously been using Azeroth Autopilot. Let me check my auctions. We've got some expires here. We've made another 23 gold, bit of frostweave cloth. So we'll go through and deal with that. Might as well use the auctioneer. And I'll just post everything on. Just trying to sell everything. Picked up a pygmy owl that was cheap. Thought I'd see if I can get a good deal with that one. You never know. That was on the great deals search I did with TSM. Trying to eke out different ways of getting gold on this character. It's quite good. Did I enjoy Northrend? We did. We went around a lot of different places. We ended up doing... We did a few different things with my son as well. So we started off in Howling Fjord. We did a lot of stuff in there. Then me and my wife went over to Borean Tundra, did a little bit there. Then we went back over and did a little bit in Grizzly Hills. Did just a little bit of the area, and then we got to a quest where we just couldn't be bothered with doing it as a group, and then me and my wife moved on to Zoldrak, which was really good fun. Did a few quests in there, and that got us up to 80, so it was really quite easy in the end. You tend to complete each zone if you can. We were thinking along those lines. We kept to Howling Fjord at the time because me, my son, and my wife were all questing together, so we wanted to keep the quests there. And then when my son was off doing different things, we wanted to carry on leveling, so we just chose a different zone to level in, which was really nice. And so we did quite a lot of the Borean Tundra stuff, and that got us quite a bit ahead. And then from there, it was just a question of just picking what we were close to, really. Don't forget a series of combat arena quests in Zoldrak. I tried that. There was a really tough elite mob that I did. It's in here, isn't it? In this little arena thing. Didn't do very well. Even with my wife healing as best as she could, so we didn't get very far on that. We decided to do something else in the end. Your mains garrison has Grizzly Hills music. The Grizzly Hills, the music and the atmosphere is just really top notch. Definitely. Whilst I was here, I was actually going to do a check. I was going to do a vendor search, see if I can stretch my gold a little bit further. What have we got? 2,112 at the moment. Nothing on the vendor search. I wonder if there's anything on the great deals at the moment. Normally with a lot of these I can't really, I don't see them as massively great deals because I don't recognise a half of them in terms of things that I think would sell. But I tend to look out. Obviously someone is trying to sell the shirts here, but these ones have quite a high posting cost, so I tend to avoid those. And the plans, I don't know whether that would be a good thing to buy or not. Obviously it would be quite nice for my blacksmith to pick up a few cheap things, but I'll probably just leave most of these. I've only got 2,000 gold, so I don't want to invest too heavily in things at this stage, certainly. You soloed the first 2 arena quests in your hunter. Thought it would be easier with 2 characters. I would have thought so, but it was really tough. The snake thing I went up against had a lot of health, and mine was going down very quickly. Just logged in and was begged to join the raid. They don't seem to have a ranged DPS for some reason, so leave you all. Okay, Lady Daisy, lovely to have you here. Hope the raid goes well. Got an anchor weed proc of 17. Very nice, Drizzling Rose. Those are always nice when they come through. I think I've only had one in my entire time doing the anchor weed that I've spotted. So we're done on that character. I do have some stuff on Bridget, who I'm trying to catch up in terms of leveling. So she's in Borean Tundra at the moment. She's nowhere near a mailbox, and I don't have any other mailbox giving items on me, no toys or anything like that. So I'm going to leave that. So let's go all the way back up to Samadan, and we'll do something with Samadan, I think. A bit of character progression. Buy those shirts from vendors. It's how you get started on most realms. Yes, I did try that once myself, Will, but the problem with those vendor shirts is they do have quite a high posting cost, and I found on Shadowsong they weren't selling quickly enough for me to be able to justify the cost. You make 35 per day, so your whole month chances of my transmute rate. Yeah, that's pretty much true, Drizzling Rose, isn't it? Right, so things we could do on Samadan. So I'm quite keen to have a look at maybe doing a heroic vision. Heroic vision? Horrific vision. It'd be nice if it was heroic. We've got some tidy up to do anyway, because I've got those essences that I need to add in to my Heart of Azeroth thing. So we can look at that as well. What's that? A heroic Azerite gear. I guess that'll be... Might as well disenchant that. at 4:15. That's right. Petticoat, that's legs. I've got Samadan garments. Yeah, I'll disenchant that one. Please show us my shirt. This one is, okay, hold on. I'll show you this one. This was quite nice. This is a Star Wars mixed in with Apocalypse Now. So we have all the way, oops, there we go, I can read that now. We have all the way Apocalypse Now styly, and then X-Wings and AT-ATs and things like that. It was a really nice one. I quite like that one. It's getting a bit old now. It's got a bit of a couple of holes in it, but it's a really cool one. I do like that one. Go back this way. Now that I've got the windows open, you can be able to hear all the clapping that's going on outside. So, oh, really? Someone's actually letting off fireworks. That's a little excessive in my eyes. As requested, card stats. So far, you opened 328,000 cards of omens, total value of 1.5 million, and an average of 4.79 gold. Average is up 20 silver since last Sunday. Very nice, nice Star Trek shirt. May the Force live long and prosper. Yeah, it's definitely good. Okay. I think the cats are going to probably get scared with all those fireworks and things going off. Yeah, definitely very noisy. And these are the sort of people that will then clap loudly tonight and then go off down to the beach and do nothing to do with social distancing. So it's a little bit excessive, certainly. Oh, we'll do the expulsum whilst I'm here, actually, whilst I remember. Don't know if I've got any Tempest Hide on me, though. Hold on. Let's let off fireworks near people to give them more work. Exactly. It's getting worse in my neighbourhood, certainly. It's not too bad, Turpalicious, not with the noise. I try and avoid it. I wouldn't, even with the windows closed, you wouldn't hear it. Right, so I need to get this expulsum. I need some Tempest Hide. I would be tempted to buy some. I'll probably need to just jump over to Urfan and send some over. I need 15, so let's quickly do that. We'll go Urfan, get some expulsum. There we go, and do the next one. Very odd indeed. Why are they doing that, Jack? It's a supposedly to show support for NHS and key workers and say how much we appreciate them, which I get the sentiment totally. You know, I understand that and appreciate that, and my way of supporting the NHS and key workers is staying at home, staying in my house, and not causing a risk to anyone else. Whereas a lot of other people seem to think that standing outside, getting close to everyone else and clapping is a better way to show your support. So each their own, I guess. I mean, I would hate to be an NHS worker trying to do a night shift and having that going off and disturbing my sleep. Exactly, you're not letting the NHS people sleep. You know, if you were doing a night shift at this time, you're definitely not going to get any sleep. Can't they send a thank you card? Yep, or some money. I'm sure some money would be appreciated as well. Interestingly, clapping in my area, your girlfriend's there. Not. It seems to be very different. I think my neighbourhood just seemed to have really cottoned on to the idea for some reason. And it seems to get louder and louder each day, each week. Tempest Hide, Calcite Bone, Shimmer Scale. Where's the Tempest Hide? Is it in my reagent bank? No, I can't see it. There it is. Now I can see it. It's easy when you use the filters. There we go. Yeah, the fact some people are going back to work in factories, etc., shocks me. here they sent them flowers. That's what they've done in LA. Food restaurants used to stock for meals for the staff in the hospitals. That's a really good idea. Try to scare the virus or ghosts away. It's something like that. I think there's some skewed logic to it, certainly. The way I think of it is, stay inside as much as possible. I go out just to do a weekly food shop, and even that seems like too much sometimes. So I'm going to send over. That's crag scale. That's the wrong thing. Let me just take that off and reopen that up. Can I delete that? There we go. I want the Tempest Hide shimmer scale. Tempest Hide. Okay. Let's take 15. Put that in my bags there, and then drag those across. There we go. And I'll send those to Samadan. There we go. Oh, Zimbal, thank you very much for using your Prime. Wow, 13 months. That is brilliant. Over a year of continued support. That is so impressive. Thank you very much, Zimbal. And thank you for the hoodie purchases as well. Thank you very much indeed. To reiterate it properly, I really need to add more to the staff. Money is great and all, but not sure if it's in the UK, but in Germany there are hospital night shifts where one nurse is taking care of way too many people. Overextended staff, definitely. So a decent amount of recruiting and a reasonable amount of pay and support, mental support as well. A good system behind them would do wonders, definitely. So let's go out over here. Garrets can make them with the buildings too. No need to have the professions. Oh, that's from the Justin Rose. And go back up to Samadan. Open up the mail. Yeah, this is one of the more dangerous times of the pandemic. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, the beaches here, because it was good weather and it's a bank holiday weekend coming up, the beaches are being completely overrun. And then the towns that where everyone's trying to sort of stay away from people are getting flooded by lots of people, definitely. It's under control in 95% of the Netherlands. That's a good place to be in, certainly. Just a couple of the food supply factories now, a big source. Okay. Is Monday a bank holiday? Yep, it is. Okay, we'll take that. And then we'll go and hand in our 5 expulsum for our Tempest Hide. Tempest Hide, continue. Complete. Okay, so that's good. We got some expulsum. I don't think we really need it on our other characters at this point. Samadan's got 210 at the moment, so well stocked for the moment. Curve 42, good evening to you. Memorial Day, yeah. I think that's right. I like the salute. That's nice. Not going to get political, but our government literally cheered and applauded last year when they voted not to give NHS staff bonuses. Now they're all out cheering and making sure that the media catch. It grinds your gears. Exactly. It's definitely. That would have been another bank holiday you'd have worked without pay. Oh no! Yeah, you definitely need to keep track of them. Oh, in the States it's Memorial Day, is it? Okay. I'm not sure what it is. It's the 2nd May bank holiday. We have 2 of them in May. We had one at the beginning. Well, it's actually a bank holiday Friday in the UK. First off, so we're done here on all this stuff. Spring something. Yeah, it's another good bank holiday. Basically, you have Hemmelbart. That sounds cool, Jack. Yeah, I think they literally just call it May Day or something like that, don't they? Thanks, Riz, for the tip. And now Buff scrolling finger through. It was Victoria Day here in Canada on the 18th. Oh, very nice answers. And he wants us to close the shop, something like that, Jack. Right. So let's go look at these essences that I had. Let's see what we can do in terms of gearing up Samadan and then getting ready for one of these horrific visions. Take an arrow. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, a whole lot of stuff's just started to expire now. This timing of all my streams being exactly 48 hours since I last posted them catches me midstream all the time. So let's have a look. What have you got? Magni wants me to talk to him. What's that about? Unlocking the power. Have we got something here? You'll love this. Okay, not sure. I'd like to ask something. In the EU, tokens are more expensive. Do you think the profit in an EU server proportionally higher than the US ones to compensate, considering having an account in EU too, but don't know if it's better to expand to another US server? I wouldn't say that the profit is higher to compensate for the EU. I think it's just when I look at the differences between prices between realms, it seems to be about the same. So I'm not sure that you'd necessarily get more profit in the EU. I think there's literally just more, for whatever reason, that the EU seems to be more reluctant to buy the tokens versus buy the tokens with real money versus people who are wanting to sell the token for gold. So I think it's more of kind of like almost like a slightly cultural difference, perhaps. This is my complete guesswork on it. I don't know for sure. So glad you're the only one that, not the only one that hasn't geared up and done most of the new stuff. Yeah, no problem, Guppy. I'm slowly getting my way through there. That's the thing is, I spent so much time gold making because that was fun for me. I didn't really bother with the storyline or things like that at this point. So we've got some essences from the last Mythic Plus. Do we just literally right click on these? I guess so. Vision of Perfection. I don't know if these are any good to me anyway. Cause immediate burst of divine hymns healing effect. That's actually quite a good idea. Vision of Perfection. Having divine hymn kicking off every now and again. Where's divine hymn? Heals all party or raid members within 40 yards for 36,000 and increases healing done to them by 10% for 8 seconds. Healing is increased by 100% when not in a raid. Yeah, definitely. Your main's just got a cloak and level 41 exactly. A lot more people. So a lot more people who buy the token in gold. I think so. Who sell the token for the gold. More players in the EU than other regions. I don't know the numbers, definitely. I think your cloak is like level 2 or something. Haven't raided since MOP yet. Okay, Mashi, no problem. Right, so let's have a look. Let's do the other ones. That looked quite good, actually. Vision of Perfection. And then reducing the cooldown is also another nice one. So that's Breath of the Dying for Shadow. So we don't really need that. And then replicating Seed of Abundance. Do I already have that? Rank 2. Okay, that's for Lifebinder's Invocation. Okay. Do I have that one on? Whisper of Flame, Ever Rising Tide. Okay. So I might think about swapping a few of these over, perhaps. Okay, Pastor, you've got some info for me. Down today, if you go into a vision as a healer, the mobs have 40% less health. Might actually give them a go. Oh, that's a good idea, actually, Edwards. I'd be tempted to do that myself. Do a bit of self-healing and go through it. Unwavering Ward, Ever Rising Tide, the Well of Existence for Minor, for a Holy Priest. The Major, Strive for Perfection. Strive for Perfection. Where's Strive for Perfection? Vision of Perfection. Sorry, is that the one you want? So that's going to have a chance to cause an immediate burst of divine life. You've done it as a healer as well, have you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, vision of perfection, this one. The one we just looked at. Yeah, that seems quite good. Having a chance to cause the immediate burst of Divine Hymn's healing effect is a really nice thing. That's all for healing raids and mythic. If you're doing visions, it changes. Spend 3 to 4 hours gold making, the rest leveling. In normal terms, you have professions. Like changing taglines, quite fancy looking into mythic. It's definitely worth a go if you fancy the idea. It's conflict and strife, strife of perfection. Ah, right, I see. Conflict and strife. This one. PvP one. PvP talent allows you, and strife spells and basically have a chance to increase your versatility. Dragonfire one for major. If you do the vision solo, it can do damage as well. The Dragonfire one. Lots of different thoughts here. Then Dragonfire one. Which one would that be? Conflict and strife is good, but requires PvP to unlock. The Crucible of Flame. This one. Concentrated Flame in Darkness I Dream. Quest Giver Calic. Okay. Too busy with uni this year, but looking to get your healer useful again. Luckily, this was my final year, so I actually have time to sit in LFRQ. It takes quite a while to LFRQ, certainly. Be about 5 weeks before you unlock it if you can keep a 1500 rating. Okay, so that might be out of my range at the moment. I don't do that much PvP. I haven't even done the brawls recently. If you want to do Horrific Vision solo, then you might want to go with the Crucible of Flame as the major for the damage increase, but do the quest to get it to rank 3 first. It's only a few quests. Should be able to pick up all of them in the Chamber of Heart. Yes, good. Currently it's at rank 1, so we need to do the quest in Darkness I Dream, which I probably have. Where is it? It'll be Heart of Azeroth here. In Darkness I Dream. Meet Merithra at the Temple of Elune in Valsharath. So I could go over there and do that one. Yeah, that's the Legion. What else? First request should be able to pick up all of them in the Chamber of Heart. So we did that one. Which one looks the coolest? I'd put that one on. There's so many options, isn't there? So yeah, looking at these, there are some interesting options. I mean, obviously, yes, the Crucible of Flame, blasting the target with a ball of flame, doing fire damage or healing an ally for 20,000 is definitely worth it. I've used that before when soloing, and it is really handy, certainly. So I wonder how quickly we could do those. I got a feeling we could do with boosting some of these up if we can. So if that one's fairly easy. In Darkness I Dream, now burns the target for an additional 75%, is the next one, definitely. Level 2 of it gives 2 stacks. Capping Elusive Alpaca, so I have a few hours. Fairly quick the quest is, perhaps half an hour until you reach rank 3. Okay, so that's 3. Okay, let's have a look at this. Let's see if let's go on a little questing journey. Let's go over to Legion. Probably Dalaran will be the best option here. A few scenarios, but nothing cruel. Also, there we go. I think we're back. I wish they could clap for better internet. That would be better. Right, we're going back in. Hold on one moment. Back into the scene. I do apologise. Lost internet there. Where am I? There we go. We're back. 500, 600 megabit, very nice indeed. I'm at 27 down and 6 up here, so it's on the edge of being useful. So we were in the middle of just hearthing to Dalaran. I was actually, this is an interesting one actually. I was just saying, just before I lost internet, why don't I actually use this and put the Crucible of Flame on for the moment? Let's swap out the Crucible of Flame with the Well of Existence, and I've also got an empty miner slot there, so I'll put the, what was the other one I liked? The the Life Binders invocation, which is the one. Spirit of Preservation. No, it wasn't that one. Healing them. Vision of Perfection. Divine Hymn. As a minor, let's just pop that on for the moment. There we go. So we've got that at least as a major then, and we'll keep that there, and then we'll pop this on over Greater Hill. I don't think I need that. Let's pop that over there. We've got that. There we go. Okay. Who's my service provider? Just wondering. You're with Sky and having connection problems this evening in the London area. I'm with Now TV, which is effectively the same as Sky. It's been an issue we've had at this house. They've had engineers out, and it's literally it's not the modem. We've had about 3 different modems. The modem will literally just drop the connection at one point and then pick it up straight again afterwards. It's enough to kick me and all my family off of their internet, and then it comes straight back. It's a very odd error. They haven't been able to get to the bottom of it, unfortunately. 70 down and 20 up is alright for the UK. That's definitely good. My work internet is like they've got a business line, so it's like 1,000 down and 1,000 up. Yeah, as Mazel Tov has. It's that kind of internet is just so much faster, definitely. Oh, that's very kind of you to offer, Wave. We can have a look. Where are we at the moment? Do you need to do the same quest yourself? Yeah, it sounds like a router problem, but I've tried 2 different Sky routers. With the visions, you mean? Oh, okay. That's very kind of you to offer, Wave. When we get to that, we'll give it a look. I'll go and do this. What am I doing? Heart of Azeroth. In Darkness I Dream. Temple of Valoon in Val'Sharah. Okay, so we go over there. So in that direction. Let's go over this way. There we go. In Darkness I Dream. Okay, we're following up this way. There we go. We used to have that in a family house in Cornwall. Would lose connection same time every day. Interesting. Have its own channel on the router for their devices. I've tried to use I've compared the channel with all the other sort of channels in my neighbourhood, those that are within. I've switched to a different channel that's different to everyone else's. Oh, just sold a pack of Versatility. Don't you sell those very often? What do I do for work? I'm a 3D artist by trade, so I've done all sorts from film, TV, commercials, games, and now I'm doing corporate animation things with a little bit of WoW on the side when I'm streaming. I mean, for our own devices. I don't know whether there's something different we can do. All devices connected to my router can have their own channel. Interesting. I don't think I've got that option with my router. I'll have to have a look at it. We do everything through a power line at the moment, so the main devices, the main PCs are all connected through the Ethernet through the power line. That explains the stream when I was doing Toldagore. Yes, exactly. That is effectively my day job. What you saw me doing there, but with not Toldagore assets, it's normally with much more boring corporate engineering drawings and things like that. So it's nowhere near as fun as diving into the WoW assets. You know what the problem is then? The power line 100%. Would the power line cause the router itself to reboot though? That's the interesting one. Because it's actually the router, the lights go off and then they go back on again. Work for Blizzard. Well, if they're willing to do more work from home as they've been doing at the moment, then that's certainly an option. Older passive coax splitters can cause errors. I think our house is relatively modern, so it's less than 10 years old, so we're unlikely to have that issue, Mushy. Where do we need to be? Temple defense. All right, okay.
We must lend our aid to defend this most sacred place.
Where are we? It's around the other side, isn't it? Here we go. Okay, what do we need to do? Thank you for coming. I simply do not know how to fight this battle on my own. Speak with Merithra to enter the Emerald Dreamway. Okay. I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Yours is just 7 years old and contain 2? Oh, okay. Do you know how Transmog is getting sold? I mean, the average buy or min buyout or something else? It could be as little as sale average. If you look at the TSM sale average, that might be a rock bottom price to think about when it comes to it. Yes, power fluctuations will cause a router reboot. Okay, interesting. Ask tech support send me the latest firmware for the modem. Yeah, it's quite an oldish modem. I did try a more newer one. Enter the Dreamway. Okay, collect emerald shards in the Dreamway. And null the void. Okay, I'll pick that one up as well. I guess we need to just kill things. Let's do this. Let's see how I do as a holy on this kind of stuff. Would be interesting. So far, so good. Is there a way to have several profiles use the same group layout but with different operations in TSM? You can copy one profile to another and then work through it that way. We've got a Void Haunt. Smite you, castigate, and then we'll do that. We need to pick up probably something there. Emerald shards, yeah, we'll do those. And then we'll pick that one up. Also, land power lines need firmware discovered later. Oh, really? Okay. Or do I miss your milestone message? What was it, Dressing Rose? Let me just scroll up. You're now up to 4.326 million. Oh, that's very close, Dressing Rose. You're gonna get it, no problem. We had a drugs owner in the street. When he turned on his lamps, our whole house would reset. Then it snowed one day and they got busted. Oops, I didn't mean to actually get that one. I'll try that. Used to be an infrastructure engineer, so sat around and watched the blinky lights on the routers and switched. Okay, so what would you say? Can be Sammo. What should I do? Would something like a some sort of power surge protection for the router, would that help me in this sort of situation? Could try something like that. Oh, Billis, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Right, what do I guess I need to just work my way. Oh, there's someone over here with a quest. Let's go pick that one up whilst I'm here. I'm guessing I need to do all of these. Don't close your eyes. Void Haunt, we'll do that. Smite, do that one. Definitely, it smooths out the signal flux. Okay, I'll look into investing in one of those. That could be something I could quite easily do. Where's the thing you were doing the thing with? Can't select it. It was there somewhere. Can't select the thing. Let me just scroll in a little bit. Oh, that's too much. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, we could probably do with some UPSs for my actual PCs as well, because we do tend to get quite a few power cuts as well. So that would help protect our hard drives and things. I used to have some at my old house. Doing good, leveling another tomb with Battlegrounds to learn professions. Fantastic. Keep the professions going. Looks like I can't select that one, so I'll go and find another one. What am I missing? Or have I collected all of those? Hold on. Soft corruptors. Let's go over this way. We need to waken some people up. Okay, we'll do these parts of the quest. Yeah. There we go. Back from alert. Good to have you here, Darkwing. Hope you're doing well. £80 can save your PC. Pretty much. That's the main thing really here at this point, isn't it? Interact with that target. Wake from the void. I'll do that. Wish to only sleep. Is that enough? No, it seems to be enough. Zoth Corruptor defeated. Let's go over this way. I'm guessing I've got enough of these then. Let's go over the next one. Let's go around and avoid that. Try and dodge past those. Thought I'd get that extra one in, but sadly no. Oh, we've got a lot of things on here, so let's try a bit of AoE. It's not doing a huge amount of damage. We need to get that one down first and foremost. We're doing fine in terms of staying alive though. So far so good. It's just my damage isn't that quick more than anything else. Recommend UPS from Cyberpower, good software. Some other vendors rather outdated software for the UPS products. Yeah, I had a point. I think my old UPSs, they kind of got to a point where it just didn't seem like they were working at all and weren't communicating with the PC via the USB. Okay, so what have we got? Void Invaders slain, Emerald Shard collected. So I thought I could have. Do I have to go somewhere else for some Emerald Shards, perhaps? Looking at that, I mean they should be all around here, because these were the things I thought on the floor, sparkling away. But those are just from the Void Invaders, perhaps. As it needs to keep 2 full PCs up and speakers and a router. Okay. What's that? They lie around on the floor and quite hard to detect. Okay, so they don't have the sparkly bits, because that's what I was looking for on this. So I thought that would be them, and the thing we've got here, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Ah, there's one. Emerald Shard, I see it. The little green glowing bit. There we go. I'll do that. So I need to just go through, kill these, and do that. Ah, I see that one there. And then we can do this one at the same time. There we go. Sam just started their spring sale. Who did? Oh, Steam started their spring sale. Oh no. Hold on to your wallets, everyone. That's going to be a lot of potential sales there. Okay, let's have a look here. See if I can see it. I can see it under the. There it is. Just saw that. That's Emerald Shard number 5, and then I'll make my way over to. Who else do we need to wake up? Void Invaders slain, Emerald Dream, and woken over there. So I need to head over this direction. It would look like. No, I don't. I need to head over this direction. I can actually travel here, can't I? So, might as well mount up. Let's go through into here. Try not, actually, that's probably a bad idea, because I've got those extra ones as well. Let's just AoE these as well. Old Thomas, coming in with your Twitch Prime. Sorry, I missed that earlier. Lovely to, thank you very much. 5 months, 5 total. Oops, now I'm just pressing E in the chat. Hold on. Please, it's not WASD, hold on. Put those in the chat. I know I'm being attacked, but this is worth it. It's far more important. There we go. Now I can press the buttons. and do the killings. There we go. Video games can be expensive. Happy WoW is free. Ooh, that looks interesting with all that corruption. Okay, let's go, whoops, around here. And I'll do all of these. I got that through. Thought let's log in. WoW repos do daily cooldown, but TSA app is working against me and no connection. Ouch. Sorry to hear that. It does sometimes do that, it seems, doesn't it? Okay, we can see this one more easily in this area more than the other. So we can work our way over to you and do this, and then go over there and do that one. There we go. So that does sound like some good recommendations for a UPS. I might have to look into investing in some. Ideally, I'd need one UPS downstairs, but that's the only the router is on its own at the moment. Now that I've moved this PC upstairs, so I probably don't need anything too big for that, I would say. And then I've got, I guess, really my son's PC and my PC here and my daughter's PC. My wife's got the laptop, so that kind of protects it a bit, doesn't it? Right, I guess, do I need to go up there? I think I probably do. Yeah, the great thing about WoW is it's free, certainly. Don't forget the gaming mouse and keyboard as well. Yep, there's that as well. I'm thinking that would be another investment that's well worth it. I'll have to save up for these, I think, as part of my what I need to do to improve the stream, definitely.
What would you ask of
Right, okay, so shards done. Null the voids done. Don't close your eyes, done. And then what do we just do? Speak to to travel deeper into the dream. Okay, ready to go deeper into the dream. Okay, think about battery backup on the surge protector. May not be needed though. For the next few quests, you can already equip the insatiable flame for damage output. Of course, I forgot I put it on, didn't I? Where did I put it? Prevailing voodoo totem. I don't think it was that. I'm sure I put it down to... Oh, there it is, number 4. Concentrated flame. I forgot I had it there. There we go. Okay, so we've got to go over here. We've got a grip of horror. I do like the design of this zone. It's really nice. 34 levels to go. Uncanny gear really well. Can't wait all to get tailoring and enchanting going. Yeah, it's a really nice combination getting the uncanny stuff going. Definitely, Billis. Oh, that's interesting. The void horror. Destroy all the grips of horror and the void horror. Okay, one by one, we'll go through these.
to engulf everything she loved? This is my fault.
Grip of horror.
I should have done something to stop
Now I've got to press my number 4. There we go. I can do some extra damage. I forgot I had that. What is a good way to make easy money in BFA at this moment? Easy money. How do you define easy would be my first question. Why can't I loot that? Let's just kill them anyway, I think. I'll leave it. There we go. Peg. Because what one person finds easy, another might not. I mean, there are some simple methods like doing the alchemy cooldown, or vendor searches, or I would say raw gold of some form. Well, that's interesting. I'm running across the water. And then we go around here. Find this one. Yeah, it's really good for extra damage, actually. Post all the cloth up in the auction house for 2 gold and let Sam buy it all up. Now that would definitely be easy gold. Here he is. Void horror. Okay.
Destroy it.
Oh, Lou's gone to sleep. Dark orb, doesn't seem good. I should have used my, whoops. Let's avoid that. Oh, I need some healing here. Thankfully, I'm a priest, so I can heal myself. Dodge the things. Heal thyself. Oh, I'm stunned. That doesn't help. Stun him instead. And do some more damage as we go. Yeah, that is extra damage I don't like. Stay out of the way of that. Just spam the smite. Whoops, whoops. Got the wrong ways there. Let's run out this way. See, I like this. I'm just doing one spell at a time. And I've only got a choice of 4. So it's a lot easier. I like doing holy damage. And then a little bit of self-healing really, really does help. There we go. Yeah, people definitely still buy herbs. There we go. Void Horror done. Might as well loot that if I can find its bits and pieces. And then hand that in over here. Telltale Delicious, can I find 5 million gold from your guild bank? Thank you, mate. Problem is that sometimes easy isn't more profitable. Like hate farming, but no, a ton of people get rich selling mats. Yes, go with what you find fun. So easy. If it's fun, it's probably more likely to be easy as well. Imagine being this Void Horror, some priest with a chef's hat just healing all your damage with pockets full of gold. There we go. That's a vision and a half, isn't it? There we go. Rank 2. What remains to throw the emerald fragments you collected into the lake. Okay. Throw them into the lake. Let's do this. And lob them in. And we're done. Oh, there we go. Ah, brilliant. Can we help? Oh, here they come. Look at this. I love scenarios like this. This is fantastic. Cooking you from the inside. You don't even have flying in BFS. I guess herb farming is not an option. It's definitely a lot slower without flying. Flying is just so much more convenient, that's for sure. Reforging ritual completed. Here we go. Take one of those. Thank you very much. Daughter of Ysera. I remember that in Legion. Such a sad part. Complete the quest. Return to the Chamber of the Heart. Send me back to Valshara. There we go. Fantastic. That was done. It was also a lot of fun doing that. Okay, what did I miss? Even if they're not related with what farm them, that counts. We always say when people ask how to make gold for the long boy or WoW tokens, first of all, do what you think is fun. That is the #1 rule. Most definitely Silent Mouse. Been farming Legion herbs. What free time you can. Not as profitable, but at least they're there. Yeah, it's less in not so much less in demand, but it's more of a niche that you can capitalise on, certainly. Yeah, the Worth It add-on is well worth a look at. Not that one. Where is it? Where's Worth It gone? Here. that will give you a list of things you could possibly farm for, and what kind of golds you could get from doing those. Gives you a good few clues as to things to look out for. From here, there's a few different sort of mount farms and things like that you could try. Dredged leather being another good one. Xenanthid, if you can stomach it. Red-tail loach fishing, viper fish, Tiragard perch. Osmanite ore seems okay at the moment. Lots of different options there. Need to get more than 10 anchors from the transmute. You never get extra. It's certainly rare. I've not worked out the odds on it, Darkwing. So are you finding anchorweed is more than, what is it, less than 3 times the price of the price you're prepared to pay for the herbs? That's kind of what I use as a ballpark figure in my head now. Okay, back to the Chamber of the Heart. Let's do that. Just got into a group for Uldir, rank 3 bags incoming. Excellent, Go Sierra, good luck. I hope you get the drop. Need more colours, have to scroll up to find it. What's that for, Zimpao? Did I miss something? There's a lot of stuff in the chat that I might have missed. Do shout out if I have missed something, and I'll try and catch it again. Just go for skinning and farm that dredged leather. Yeah, it could be a good solid one for you, certainly. And see what it's like on your server. Obviously, every server is going to be different. I think they got one 14 times probably. Yeah, they are rare. Might be on something you get roughly one a day and do it on a 16. Where am I going? What am I doing? I am going to Silithus, and I'm going to go to the Chamber of the Heart. And then we could think about doing a Horrific Vision at some point. I've got rank 2, which would be quite good for my general state, definitely. Oh, another hoodie. Oh, I completely missed that, Zimpao. You bought another hoodie. 4 down, 1 more to go. Need to make more colours. Every little bit helps. I hope these sales brightens my day, or best of luck. Oh, thank you, Zimpao. I completely missed that. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. I'll see if I can get some other colours on the hoodies. I'm not sure which ones I've got at the moment, but I'll have a look into it. Create a Demon Hunter on Shadowsong, just copy what Samadan is doing, 1 by 1. Yep, that would work too. Definitely. Undermine Journal seems to be a good resource as to what is not in demand on one server. It could be an interesting one there, in terms of, there we go, receive some gold. That's always nice. It certainly gives you a good indication, I would say. Right, let's put the Crucible of Flame on rank 2. So now it has blast your target with a ball of concentrated flame, increased damage or healing. This bonus effect resets after every 3rd cast, and your spells and abilities. So that's the passive, and then Heart level 60. Investigate the Highlands from Kalik in the Chamber of Heart. Which I think will be this one, which we won't do just yet. I might see if I can do it on my own without it. Blue dude on the left side. Yeah, so how much time have we got? We've got just over an hour left, so someone Twitter gave you a heads up on your guide. Apparently the Alliance inscription follower is way harder to get. He's behind a quest line for horrors just to find and click on. Oh right, interesting. May I ask if I have any plans on continuous streaming the Autodesk Maya? Yes, certainly, Silent Mass. If people did enjoy that, let me know, because I know it's kind of, it may not be as high in terms of like viewership numbers, but if it's something people enjoy, then I'm happy to do more of that, certainly. If people found that interesting, then I'm happy to do that. I probably won't do it as often as my regular streams, but maybe it's something I can put in at least once a month or something like that, because I've got more to do on that Tol de Gore scene anyway. So I've got lots of things in the pipeline for that, certainly. You'd be interested, you're a game art student, so yes please. Well, most definitely. I mean, all my game art skills come from old school, when you had to get things into less than 30 triangles, but it still holds relevant, definitely. Some geeked out on the stream, yes, definitely. Having people who are interested in the same industry is always nice, and it's the kind of thing, if you do think about sort of like wanting to work for somewhere like Blizzard, knowing how Maya works is always going to do you in good stead, because it is still the industry standard when it comes to 3D modeling and everything. Right, so we could do this solo, or we could do this as a group. Hold on. Oh no, that's right. I had a text message. I like watching it, even though there's you stare at it a lot for work. It's still fun. That's good to know, Edwards. You've been taught that software, so it'll be interesting to see how industry professionals actually use it. I mean, I'm interesting because I'm always reluctant to go onto the latest and greatest version. I'm using version 2018 at the moment. I'm probably going to jump up to 2020 because it's got some really nice Bifrost updates to it. But I always like to stick to the tools that I know, the bread and butter stuff, because that's what gets me the job done 90% of the time. You recommend as a group, just kill the boss up to rank 3. Okay, so nice. Well, shall we start a group then? If anyone would like to do a Horrific Vision, I guess we just do a regular group. And if anyone wants to join in, who is EU and Alliance, I'll set one up. So let's go have a look. Pre-made group. So I guess, does everybody have to have one of the vessel things? Start a group. We'll call it Samadan Plays Well. There we go. So we're going to do a Horrific Vision, is what this is going to be. If anyone is interested, I've only done one, so I can't guarantee success, but I can guarantee fun. Is the artifact talent. You enjoyed it. Okay, that's good to know. In big studios, we are like that too. Just stick to the things we know how to use, unless it's something really crazy good. You like being a version behind for bug safety, but also interested in the better rendering and tech. Exactly. Oh, we have Technaras coming in. That's awesome. We'll pop you in. So I don't know how Horrific Visions work, even as a group. So I guess we need to all stick together, perhaps. I mean, fair warning, my cloak level is only 1, so I don't know how it scales with different people and things like that. That could be interesting, certainly. Would it be useful to have a tank for this? I'm guessing so. I'm not sure. It would make sense to have one. Do we have to have a full complement of 5, or can we do it with 3? You can 2-man it. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. We can have just like whatever number. Someone can AoE everything would be enough. Oh, right, okay. So that could be interesting then. I'll leave this a little bit longer if anyone else does want to jump in. Anyone from alone to 5 you can do. Right, okay. So I'll leave it for a little while, and then anyone else. Just checking which of yours can do it. Okay, Rodini, I'll leave it a little bit longer then. We'll see where we're at. I guess, yeah, do we all have to have... where is it? The Vessel of Horrific Visions, I guess. Use this to open the way into a Horrific Vision. What's the plan? I guess, as people are saying, just go through and kill the main leader person, I guess. If it's Thrall, is it Orgrimmar this time? You're more on the art side, stylized texturing and props mostly. That's a really nice niche to be in, definitely. I really like the stylized stuff. I mean, I do a lot. I'm guessing you use a lot of Substance Painter then, Comfy. That's something I haven't actually used yet myself. I used to use Mari and a little bit of ZBrush as well. So those were my tools at the time. Yeah, you need to have that. Okay. Okay, Happiest, lovely to have you here. Hope to see you again soon. Get some good rest. And hopefully see you on Sunday. You're more for the hyper-realistic answering. So I take it you use a lot of Megascan stuff, Edwards, in your stuff. And things like the Unreal 5 engine, which looked amazing. Sorry, I turn the rest of the stream into a 3D stream. Well, that's no problem. It's one of those things. It's anything that holds people interested. I mean, we could talk about PC building as well. That could be another one. Use 3D Coat and Photoshop, hand paint, and use use ZBrush for your projects. That's a good mix. Definitely. I haven't used 3D Coat on its own, but I know I've heard of it, and I know it's quite similar. Definitely. Megascans and a lot of Substance, if you remember the art station. Yes, I do, Edwards. 3D Coat is awesome. Yeah, I can't remember whether I actually used it or not. The only proper sort of 3D texture painting I did was mainly using Mari, and I found that to be really intuitive. But obviously that was more designed for high-end film studios. It's not the sort of software that you kind of have so much of. You don't have anything at or below a 5 that has the cloak. Okay, Roger, no problem. What we'll do then is we'll two-man it if we're all okay with that. Okay, to two-man it. And then we'll see how we get on that way, I guess. Give it a go. Okay, we'll give it a go then. Brilliant. Okay, so let's go have a look. Okay, so me and Tegnara from Trotters Traders Limited, along with Traders Joe. That's actually really nice. I love the guild name. One day we'll be millionaires, Rodney. Love the guild name. Okay, so we're going to try. I guess we just run in. I guess would be the thing to do here, and I'll try and do the healing, and then spam some damage at the same time. Right, if I don't see a lot in chat, then do let me know. We'll just give this a go. Enter the horrific visions of Orgrimmar. Okay. All using pre-made groups. Do I have to delist the group? Let's try that. Let's try again. Join the queue for horrific vision Orgrimmar. Okay. And we enter. Okay, so this is new, completely new for me. Although we did do one, I guess we've got to look out for the corrupting vision part. The corruption going down. We do have orbs as well, I guess. Do we need to speak to you? I am ready to enter the vision. Accept. Defeat the disciple of N'Zoth. Right. Okay, so we have 3 orbs. Tell me when I need to... let's just go through prayer mending. I'm going to go through, I'm going to AoE these. May not be the easiest, but we'll try that. Move out of the way of the damage things, maybe? There we go. Okay. And then through, I guess. I'm assuming that's a bad thing. So we'll keep that going. And then I guess is it literally just going straight through to the boss? Is that all we need to do? Keep you alive if I can. There we go. I'm horrified, which doesn't help. There we go. Just kill boss. Okay. Keep myself alive. Do some damage. Move that away a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then I'm assuming boss is in here. First 6 is just thrall. Right. Okay, I think. Right. Let's just focus on this. Here's thrall. Oops. Move out the way. Prayer of mending. And then we just kill him. Exactly. Orb first. Should I do one now? What does that do? Oh, okay. That's good. We gain the sanity. Use the orb. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Is that it? Alright. Spam. Stunned. Flash heal. Flash heal. Guess we have to be outside of that. And outside of that. Spam spells. Spam everything else. I quite like the idea of having 2 on this. Do we need to be inside or outside? Doesn't seem to have. Prayer of mending, heal. Oops, stun, that's fine. Guessing stay outside of this. And then inside. Outside then inside would make sense. Prayer of mending, still got enough on my orb. Thrall's doing alright. Seismic slam. Yay, we did it! Do we loot? No, we don't need to loot. Collect reward and exit vision. Where's the reward? Ah, it's here. Horrific vision of Samadan. Fantastic. That seemed really good.
Additional horrors lurk throughout this. Find them and thank them. How kind of you.
Let's open that up. There we go. Curse of Stone. Vile Manipulator's Wrist Wraps. 420. And is that us done? There we are. Sweet DM, thank you very much. Just lurch at the keyboards to type orb. Thank you, Commander Bond. 5 quests, do only to kill the last Bob. Okay. Buy LinkedIn Premium on the 25th, so you're getting access to LinkedIn Learning for Melinda. Oh, really? Spend the day's in-depth courses instruct about Photoshop and Maya. Very nice, Silent Mouse. I love Photoshop. I've used it for a long time. Awesome. Thank you for the help. Okay, so how do we leave? Do we go back through the portal? evacuate the vision and return to the Chamber of Heart. Okay, there we go. You can try full clears. You should receive. I can try full clears, but you should receive more pages. At least when you do the small areas. Okay. Mythic Plus, Visions, Gold. Is anything the streamer can't do? I haven't done much in the way of raiding, and so I'm probably not very good at that. And PvP, I'm not very good at. We've done a few brawls in our time, but other than that, arenas and things we've definitely not done a lot of. Receive Corrupting Ore. Reconstructing the Curse of Stone, I guess we can do that one. Let's just close that window. Accept that one, and we've got that. Okay. So, exchange coalescing. I'd like to exchange my coalescing visions and corrupted mementos. What does that give me? Looking at that. So, I need another vessel of horrific visions. So I can do another one. Is it worth buying that now? I've got, what's that, 10,000, and I've got 31,000 on me, so that's useful. Also remember to open any mailbox you encounter. There could be a mount inside. Oh, for the mail muncher, yeah, definitely. Okay, so I can do it 3 times. Okay. Do one on my back. So let's have a look. What's my back looking like at the moment? Is there anything different to it now? Still rank 1. Okay. Use the crest reward you just had on my back. Okay, so let's have a look. So what was the crest reward? The Corrupting Core. Empower Astra Kamas. That's the shroud, isn't it? Yes. Empower as a result, increasing its effectiveness in resisting sanity drain. Okay, yes please. So it had a corruption resistance of 5. Oh wow, it's got a 12 corruption resistance now. That's good, isn't it? Yeah. What was that for? Have you tried Coursera or Udemy? I've heard of Udemy. I haven't heard of Coursera before. The other big one for 3D stuff is digital tutors. Should have turned the model round. It changes its transform. Oh, does it? How does it look now? Does it change its transmog every time? Does it grow longer? That would be good. Go to my book on the left. Which one? Oh, which one? I've got cramp in my foot then. Thank you for the stream. Oh, no problems, Game Cat Cat. Have a lovely rest of your evening. We've also got a Ward of Unwavering Hope, actually. Means you could go and pop that one in. Let's go have a look. And Ward of Unwavering Hope. There we go. Next to the torrent. Okay. I'll have a look. Blizzard. Unwavering Ward releases 12 protective spheres outward over 3.5 seconds, granting the first ally to touch it a barrier that absorbs 35,000. Every 10 seconds, allies within 15 yards gain a shield that absorbs. That sounds like a really nice discipline thing to have. Tauren. Stay a while and listen. This one. Research Archive. Okay, so we need to... We've got Corrupted Memento's got 166. So what do I need next here? Singular Sanitation Expertise. In Horrific Visions, reduce damage taken and increase damage done by 5%. Or increase all party members' maximum sanity by 50. Which is good. Okay, so left is solo, right side group. So what should I do? I mean, I quite like the idea of maybe trying it solo at some point. So I might do one solo. I might alternate between the two. I might do one each of them. Left side for the cheat death. Oh, you get an extra one here. In horrific visions, upon losing all sanity or health, you revive instantly and gain 500 sanity at full health. Occurs once per vision. So that's an extra freebie. Okay. Bags are on rank 3 now. Excellent. Got the recipe. Congratulations. Cost is 150 per point. You got. I've only got 160. I've only got 166. So I'll use one up if I do that for 150. That leaves me with 16. But it's worth doing, I think. Just fill one side, and when you get to the end of the tree, come back and fill it out. Okay. Go left for cheat death. It's more useful. What was the other side? First revival you perform on an ally costs no sanity. Okay. See if we can get you a few areas. It's very kind of you, Go Sierra. We could give it a go. I have another vessel, or I can at least buy another vessel. How long have we got? 21:13. So we've got enough time. If you're interested in doing that, yes. Rathian. I would like to buy another vessel, please. There we go. We can do that. Wait on Mushy and we can do all. Oh, okay. If Mushy's around and she's willing to help out as well, if you don't mind, I'm more than happy to try more out. That's what we're here for. We're learning, definitely. I don't know how long it takes to get 5,000 of those tokens for the cosmetic bag. Well, I don't know actually. Which one? For the dragon scale gap backpack. That one. 5,000. Yeah, that would be quite a lot, wouldn't it? Definitely. Takes about 21 5-mask runs. Okay. She has no flask. Oh, okay. Thanks anyway, though, Lizard. Kind of you to offer Mushy's services. You do 5 masks, it's like 4k, so it's not that much. Oh, okay, so 5 masks is like the really tough one, isn't it? Here comes Go Sierra. Looking rather handsome as a dwarf rogue. In the Amazing Stories Guild. I like that name too. Right, okay. Considering I need to upgrade my Titan device fully, yeah, you need 60k to upgrade the device before you can buy. So it's quite a lot, really, you need. So did you want to join in yourself, Lizard, or shall just me and Ghost do it? So basically every area has its own gold. Tia Winter, thank you very much for the follow. You say go on, okay. And it's important to know what to do. Okay. I'll keep an eye on chat as best as possible. Awesome to see me on Twitch. Well, it's lovely to have you here, dear. Morning Fog. What do I think about the new corruption effects on the market? Been buying Osmanite like crazy and just waiting for the prices to spike. Oh, I'm just going to jump into here. That's interesting. It says NA on here. I've not noticed it myself yet. Been buying like crazy, just waiting for the prices to spike. I'll be interested to see what happens, definitely.
Thrall believes that the elements warn him of a disaster.
Okay. Don't start the vision yet. Okay. I shall wait. Beginner goblin here, like a real noob. Well, we've all been at that. Have a look at the map. Okay, I'm going to focus on this at the moment, but I'm sure lots of people will be able to help you here. The one thing I would suggest is make sure whatever you do is have fun. Okay, so I'm not familiar with Orgrimmar, so we've got Dark Delusions pursue you, Sanity gains, corruption, help Zekan save Orgrimmar shamans, help Gera get revenge, Evacuate Garona and the civilians, and defeat Rexar and his creatures. Okay. And you can click the on a mailbox on the auction house. Okay. So basically, you have the very dark ones. These are tier 3 areas. The sanity drain is very high. Okay, I see these dark ones. So that's probably not good for me with my current cloak level. I don't imagine I'd make it through those from the look of things. You can kill a box or lose them out. The light purple ones are tier 2 areas, and I guess we focus on those. Good plan. Yes, I think so. Where you start is tier 1. Okay, so this is the nice area as far as nice goes. Then we could head left, or we could head right. Maybe try those, and then maybe come back to that one. Do you have to do the boss last? Is that always a thing? I feel safe here. Stormwind is harder. Okay. When we kill the boss, it's over. Okay, you do the boss last. Love making awesome deals in trade chat. I'd rather you than me do it. I always struggle with talking to other people in trade chat. That's very kind of you, Derp. We've got Ghost Sierras helping out here at the moment. I think we've already gone in, so I think we may not be able to at this point. Right. Let's give this a go. So I'll try my healing duties and damage duties at the same time. If I miss anything on chat, please do bear with me. This is always new stuff. Too lazy myself. Right. Okay, so let's start off with a little bit of heal and health, and we're good to go. Have a look at the top of the screen. Okay, yep. This debuff changes on each area. Periodically strike those nearby for healing me for 1 health per strike. Okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. They died quickly. I'll do a little bit of help, but there's a lot of damage being come out here. Okay, whoops. I guess we need to move apart from each other. Changes in each area. Okay, so sanity drain going through. Stunned, unfortunately. There we go, done that, move out of the way. Okay. Right, okay. My rank level, 2, I think. So we can make the small areas. Yeah, looks like I may not be able to do it necessarily. You have a weak aura. Okay. That's interesting. So maybe we should just do the boss. Okay. Let's go have a look. We have 3 orbs. We do have the orbs, don't we? Oh, okay. Now you see dark delusions. Enter the corrupted area. A new madness strikes. Okay. Okay, let's spam this. Shout out the orb to me when I need to. When do I do it? Make sure we dodge any attacks coming my way. Did we go in here? I didn't actually see where we went.
Those corrupted totems be driving our shaman mad with whispers from
Did we go in this way?
we need to destroy them all.
Do it now. Okay. Do it now. Restoration orb. Let's gain the extra. There we go. Okay. Phew. Okay. Stay at range as much as possible. Okay. Thank you for the extra. You need to destroy these totems. Okay. Destroy. There we go. That's the goal, to destroy the totems. Okay. See what we can do there. Let's keep you dispelled. Oh, that's me dispelled. Okay, let's help out with here. How are we doing on all the power? Stay at range, you say? Avoid that. That didn't look too healthy. Right, there's another orb up ahead. Okay. Right, I'm going to go and do the orb whilst that's going on. There we go. Then I feel like I'm helping out at the same time. Do that. Interrupted, let's move out of the way here first. There we go. That's that freed. Okay. Whoops, I gained aggro, I think. Let's move out of the way of that. Stop that. Let me know when I need to use my orb next. It's looking like it's okay so far. Right, okay, so oops, I got stunned. Then how are we done here? Let's just move over back. We've got one more Oblivion Elemental. Do we need to kill this? Use the orb now. Okay, thank you. Okay, so it's about down to. I've noticed you've not used any orbs. Is that basically down to the fact? Save one orb for the boss. Okay, that would be useful, definitely. This boss is a bit annoying. Okay, I can now see dark illusions. You need to run to your soul. Okay, otherwise you are silenced. That will be useful. Okay. Watch out for my soul. Okay, there's things swimming. Now I'm silent. Where's my soul? I can't see my soul. Is that my soul? Whoops, get out of the way. Where's my soul gone? Where's my soul? Okay, that was cool. Anything else to collect here? They're freed. Okay, fantastic. So we need to save an orb for the boss at the end. Okay. You have the wrong weapons. That's like me. That's like me doing things with my fishing rod equipped or something like that, which has been known to happen back in Legion. I had my underlight angler equipped for much of it. So I'm guessing we probably don't have time to do the other area at this point. Looking at this, the way my thing's at halfway already. Whoops. Little tip, Zorbat, good evening to you. There are flasks around the visions. Okay, that's useful. Orgrimmar in the bad one, which strange sanity in this room. Okay. Right, so... Okay, what's that? Vial of mysterious blue. That's the blue one this time. So never drink the blue one. Okay. Good idea. Right, should we do the boss? Whoops. There we go. We gain some extras there. Just need to help out there. Just delete that. Don't need to save that. There we go. Yeah, I think we should probably do the boss because my orb is running low at this point. Let me just change specs. Okay. Right, let's have a look. I think we're getting close to orb time. Maybe we'll kill these two first. Yeah, I'm going to do my orb. I'm in combat. Okay, I can't do my orb whilst not in combat. That's bad. Let's do some damage whilst we're here. Now I'm horrified. Restoration orb. There we go. Phew. Jump in there. Okay, so you can't do it whilst in combat. So we definitely need to do that. Okay. Phew. It's okay. There we go. Right. Let's go. Samadan the Corrupted. It's definitely getting that way. The boss is now a bit different. Okay. Defeat Thrall the Corrupted. Oops. Let's move out of the way. Because we cleared one area, he also has one soul thing. There's one soul thing from the boss. Okay. Just kill it before he dies, Metket says. Right, we'll do what we can. I'll just try and keep people alive, which is also useful. Got silence. Let's go to my soul. So I remembered that from last time. Then we go inside. Light stuff good, dark stuff bad. Got silence to find my soul. Far enough away. Oh, there we go. That was very quick. Very good. Blue stuff bad. Hurry up. Thank you, Ghost Sierra. That was absolutely brilliant. Oh, we've got two chests now. Is that because we did one area? That's very good. Okay. Off for the day. Great stream as always. See you on Sunday. Excellent, Ed. Lovely having you here, Edwards. See you again on Sunday, hopefully. Every area awards one chest. Okay. So I'll open that one. That was a page. Torn page. And that wasn't a page. But that's still good. I got one torn page. Fantastic. And I got some other stuff as well. What did I get? Overflowing Azurite Geode. I got Vile Manipulators Wrist Wraps. And then Sparks of Unwavering Strength can provide 45 sparks to create the Ward of Mutual Aid. Okay. Something to do a bit later. It was a very quick kill for the boss, definitely. But that was brilliant. Thank you, Ghost Hero. Help much appreciated. I feel like I've learnt a bit more about the horrific visions and how they work a little bit now. Thank you so much for help. There we go. Okay, so let's go over and do the thingamajig with what we got there. So Essence, Overflowing Azurite Geode, Fuse your Heart of Azeroth with some extra stuff. There we go. Spark of Inspiration. That's the other roles, Shadow Specialization. But that's fine. It's all good collection at this stage. I probably want to swap over, in case I forget it from last time, my Well of Existence, because I like that for my general healing. Although we were looking at the other one, which is really nice, which I put here, the Vision of Perfection. For the your spells may have a chance to cause a divine him. I might actually put that there, and the Well of Existence as a minor one. The minor one, overhealing, is stored in the Well of Existence. When you heal a target under 40 health, the well, all healing. So that's a kind of like a bigger one. Whereas this one is giving me a chance to cause an immediate burst of divine him. I really like the sound of that, so I might try that for the moment. How is Priest and BFA? I'm really enjoying it. Really good fun. It's the only class I've really played properly. Well, I say properly. It's the best out of the classes that I played by any stretch. Look at all these people here. This is certainly a busy area. Right, reconstructing the Curse of Stone. Torn page. Continue. We get a corrupted core for completing that. And then we can do the quest. Collect torn pages for the Curse of Stone. Okay, so we've changed those in for more. So then I'll be able to use my corrupting core to empower my cloak to rank 3. There we go. And then we are now check the board thing. Is that this one over here? Oh, I got 418. Wow, that's loads more. Okay. So let's go another one on that. And now it's cost a little bit more, 250. That leaves me 160. The next one is 400. Okay, so it gets more and more expensive. Okay, that's brilliant. Do dungeons on mythic difficulty. Did I get the add-on? I haven't actually. I haven't got it yet, Mushy. I've written it down, so I'll try and get that for next time. But that was really good. Yeah. So that will give me extra handy notes, bits and pieces, will it? I'm surprised there isn't sort of like a DBM or something like that for horrific visions. It gives you the potion info. Ah, right, okay, so rather than knowing that blue is bad, doing a little bit more than that on it. Okay, that's worth thinking about. So with my leggings of the Drowned Lord, I can't quite wear those yet, can I? Let me look. Corruption-wise, total corruption is 3. So if I put those legs on, I'd still get... What's my corruption resistance? It's still 12. So that needs to go up a little bit more, really, before I can put those legs on. And the crystal location chest as well, and everything else like that. So it's the handy notes, the visions, handy notes visions of Nazoth, that one. Have you seen that awesome backpack that Raffin is selling? You want that so bad in your transport. It looks really nice. It definitely looks really nice. He isn't wearing it, unfortunately. He should wear it so you can see it. Right, with all these people running around. Do I have weak auras installed? No, I don't have weak auras installed yet. That's another thing I need to do. Go Sierra. Which does the rogue use? See how many minutes you got left for. It was a weak aura apparently. Right. Right. Let's change this up a little bit. We've done a few bits and pieces on Samadan, which is good fun. We've done a little bit of progression, which is always nice. There's a nice weak aura for Holy Priest use from Wago.io. I'd have to have a look for that. Yeah, I know Drizzling Rose mentioned a few before. Though if you're not used to corruptions, you might want to keep it under 20. Usually go with 33 to 39. Yeah, I think I'll try and keep it under 40 if I can. But with that being 60 corruption on its own for those legs with the Echoing Void. 100% health, all nearby enemies every second until no stacks remain. I mean, that sounds like a lot of damage, definitely. More than 40 is definitely dangerous. I remember I ran around with Samadan with a 50 corrupted vision, corruption, and that was tough. You're thinking it's fun to make weak cores yourself, I think. I guess weak cores is much like TSM in many ways, because it has that like first level of intimidation about it, but then once you get into it a bit more, you can start setting things up. I know my son used it for a little bit more. Do I play alt or just the priest? The main one I actively play has been Samadan, my priest. I go through my alts in various forms. I've played them in order to get them to certain levels. We've got I'm going to log out of Samadan for the moment, because we can go over and have a look. Because I think what I'll do for the last sort of 20 odd minutes is I might do a little bit of levelling over, because we've got all of my 120s here, my druid, my gnome, and then we've got my ones that I'm coming up into the ranks. Feng Shu, I play with my wife, and Bridget, my hunter, who is slightly behind on the levelling here. I might do a little bit of levelling just at the end here, just to finish this off at the moment. Shmoikel, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Let's have a look at where we're at with this. TSM broke your head when I first tried it. Yeah, definitely. I think it's a question of really sort of taking your time and building up in it. And I got a feeling something like weak auras is like that. It's the same with anything, really. It's the same with learning to do mythics or any skill. Is just take your time. Don't rush it and try and learn as you go. And you get there eventually. Same with everything. And now this has the wrong... I need to fix that key. My Q is my fly, which it should be. My fly should be over here. So I'm just going to fix this up. Pet journal, mounts. Oh crap, thank you very much for the sub. That's very kind of you. I have a whole load of emotes. Very kind of you. Really appreciate the support. We saw a panda. We do have a panda, my monk. Currently brewmaster at the moment. Let's look. My lovely mount collection of 45, slowly going up. Sky Golem. Let's add this over onto my list here, and then I'm going to assign that to the key F. So it's the same as all my other characters on that. Key bindings. Next one. Multi-action bar. That's right action bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I assign that to F? Did that go to F? I didn't see it change. No, that's right action bar 2. I want this one. Right action bar 10 to F. There we go. Click OK for that. Return to the game. And I don't need Q there. What's the move fast sprint ability for hunters? Aspect of the cheetah. That's it. Increase your movement speed. There it is. I'm going to move that over to my Q key. So I have Q is my move fast whilst inside kind of thing, and then F is my mount. As my general idea. Thank you for all my videos about TSM. Helped you a lot. Oh, I'm glad it was useful. It's a pleasure as always. Lovely to have you here. You heavily invested all your gold at the time. Didn't realise how badly you had it set up and lost all that gold. Worked your way back up to 350k. Very nice. Very nice. It's the same with Akili trying to train some stuff. Yeah, I definitely need a gaming mouse. Definitely. What else did I miss there? Got 50 on your priest. All I would say is that you're moving a lot. Bum the rep buff went down. Yes, it did. Although I am somewhat relieved on it. I kind of wish it was still there, but I don't feel... I mean, I didn't do a lot with it in the first way. Where shall I put this? Probably put it over here. trying to line up all of my interface a little bit better. It's a horrible mess at the moment. I need to move that over there, move that in a little bit, over that side, there we go. Then I can at least see a few different bits and pieces. Enjoy the journey. Took you 2 years to get all classes to 120, but you miss her having something to level. I really enjoyed the leveling journey. It's really nice. I would like. Well, next will be my. I'm going to get the Dark Iron Dwarf, and I like to do something there. Alright, what do we need to do here? Deploy the Shake and Quake. Is that here? Looks like it is. Should we move out of the way? We probably should. Oh, there's a Shake and Quake. Oh, there we go. Lord Cryox. Lord Cryox slain. I guess we need to wait for him to come round, and then we can do that. There you are. Do that. And then we do that. Use the flight path strip. Okay, so let's go off this way and follow that. Super happy that the red buff is gone at the same time. Not made since made OK gold from it. Yeah, it's kind of like a mixed blessing for you, isn't it? Silent Mouse. You got your Xantalari and Valpera rep to Exalted just in time thanks to the buff. Excellent. I know my son was thinking of getting some extra rep buff. I don't think he got there all the way in the end, unfortunately. So what do we need to do next? We're over here. Do we actually need this flight path? It says use the flight path. There it is down there. The airstrip, there's no mailboxes here. Location discovered. Where are we actually going to fly? I didn't see where we're going to fly. I guess we're going over here to deploy the Shake and Quake. Okay, we can enjoy the journey. Rep buff ending makes you feel the pressure is off now. Yeah, I would agree with you, Commander Bond. I found that it was there was a lot of pressure to get it done, and I just wasn't inclined to do it at all. I really didn't enjoy it, just going out and just getting a reputation. Yeah, no forced grinding as such, but let me just move that. Let's move that over that side. I've got lots of different timers and things going off here. Just about looks okay. Let's move that more that side. Where's my... I should have my list of things to do here somewhere. I can't see. I must have moved it off the bottom of the screen somewhere. I wonder if I can reset that. /AAP quest options. If we reset this, quest number, arrow, lock arrow, general options, auto sell grey, auto repair, skip cutscene, and then general options, arrow options. We've got that. Arrow scale, quest options, quest order list scale. Is that one? No, quest list scale. Is that one? Let's turn that down a little bit. Turn that. So I don't have the list of quests to do. Where's that gone? I got the turn in quest here. I was looking for the other one, which doesn't appear to be here. Maybe we need to just follow the list anyway. Let's carry on this in. Turning quest. Number 1. There we go. Lose flight path. Where are we headed next? Okay. Then turning quest. AFK for another minute on this one. Where are we headed? Over here. Okay. What else did I miss? Need one more day to finish Mechagon rectifying a book, a big one. Nice for the Paragon Gold. Yes, it was. For once you'd gotten that high up, I still haven't gotten that high up on mine. Continue jelly farming. You're a hero to try to save Azeroth, but there's what makes one think, become more than friendly with them, so you can make items to save them. Strange people in Azeroth. Just follow the list. Yeah, I mean, I'll follow the list here, but I was hoping for the other list, the one that has me is like the list of objectives. And I normally have that, but I can't see it at the moment. Maybe you should get into a levelling dungeon group. That could be interesting. It's a different way of levelling. I do enjoy going through the storylines because it's been so long since I've done a lot of Northrend content. Alright, let's go and fly for this. And we'll hand in this. Should pop up when it's needed. That's what I thought. Okay, let's stand. Do that. Do that. Because I thought the list would appear now in terms of the things I'm doing. I'm picking up quests and things. Ziggurat Defender slain. Okay, so let's do a few of those. 7 of those. I'd ideally like to get myself to somewhere with a mailbox before I finish this up too much, but I'm having a lot of fun with Hunter, definitely. I like the rangedness and the instantness of the casting, and then having a pet that's really helping out with your damage and everything else like that. Am I really following the storyline with the Azeroth Autopilot? There's a good. You make a good point, Derplicious. I guess I think of it more as getting a taste for the zones, because I'm not reading the text and things like that. But getting a taste for the zones and going through the zones does kind of make me feel like I am following a storyline of sorts, definitely. In the settings, second page, I think. Thank you, Cat Meow Cat. I knew there's something I'm missing here. Let's have a look. Auto pick quest rewards by that. Enable Legion quest, World quest, show quest order list. So I'm thinking over here would be where it was, because it's got some icons here. Maybe that should be quest options, arrow options, general options, auto selection of dialogue. Should be something. Deboding, greetings to you. Good to see me playing the Bridget family. I do enjoy it, definitely. Is the plugin activated by my add-ons? It should be, because it's up at the moment. That's the whole thing. It's all part of the same one. Yeah, show quest list should be it. So I've got this one. I did a reset. Yeah, I think it does traditionally. I quite like the sort of the running around, using your pet. I know I don't play it particularly well, but with the help of Hakili and everyone helping with my talent choices and things, it's definitely good. Remember when it was just a mule for cooking materials? Yeah, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Right, how are we doing here? So, turn in quest. Let's just fly. I know it sometimes does bug out the whole quest list thing. It was nice having it. It was around here somewhere. I haven't tried Doogies at the end, Dado. I was reluctant to spend any extra money at this point, I wanted to try out Azeroth Autopilot as it was free, and it seems to have worked out so far for me at the moment. So turn in quest. Do we have to go up or down? I think we need to go down. Looking at this, is there an inside? Yes, there's an inside. Family reunion, and then hand outside. Fanathal's Phylactery. Phylactery, sorry, not Phylactery. What's the big roots add-on? So this is Azeroth Autopilot that's helping me through the quest line here. It's just helping select quests, turn things in, select things, auto do the junk. I guess we're going to have to dive into here by the looks of things. Ooh, a few extras. Drowned Guardians. And do those. You play Hunter and Humane, it's a great class solo, lots of content, especially when you get a Spirit Beast as a pet, so you can heal. Yeah, I haven't got that far yet, but it definitely, I got my wolf. My wolf has been with me a long time, certainly. It's buggy, having an issue with it now on one of your toons. Of course, they're all, what they're doing with the add-on is difficult. Yes, I can imagine it's, I mean, on Feng Shui I've got the list, and I had that up as well. I haven't named the wolf though. Well, it is named. It's named Wolf. It's been with me since the early days. Last time we played Bridget, I showed everyone how I've still got a bank full of solid shot. It's been that long since I played this character, and still, well, was under level 40 for a long while. Since the leveling buff, I've been having a lot more fun doing all the leveling. Right, casualty. Do we need to go up here? Inside here would make sense. Looks like we need to kill these. I guess we can do any of them. We just need to do 20 of them. So one place is as good as any. Start with a ghoul. I know this bugs out sometimes, and I don't see my, on Voodoo, I don't see my wolf. Oh, there it goes, pops in now. So I have to look at my wolf health over here sometimes, which makes that a little bit easier. I think I might be able to take a couple of these. And an abomination. Let's try a few at the same time. That was interesting. There we go. Yeah. Nearly another 5 more minutes. Thank you, Mushy. And thank you, Silent Mouse. Yeah, we've got some light reading, me and my daughter, to go through. We've just nearly finished Daughter of the Empire, and then we're going to read Mistress of the Empire next, which is a substantial book when it comes to thickness. And then we're going to read, after that, we're going to read Magician, which is another substantial book as well. So I've got lots of fun reading with my daughter to do later. It takes a little while to get through all of that. Yeah, I did have a 1.5 hours. It wasn't longer. Yes, I lost internet, so we missed out on that. So I've only got 4 minutes to finish this part of the quest. Don't think I'll quite have enough time to do that. Let's see how many we can get in 4 minutes. Can we get the full 20? How much can old Wolfie help me out here? I may have overextended myself. Famous last words. Just move a little bit here. And I can use my multi-shot. Make sure I heal Wolfie whilst this goes along. There we go. Which one has a duck farm? That's awesome. Hey, we got level 75. That's a good start. Wolf needs a heal. There we go. A couple at the same time. Get myself up to 11 at least. Right, okay, what I'll do now is I'll get myself to a safe point and I can continue this questing at a later date. Let's get myself somewhere nice and high and safe on the walls. That should work. So that should just about finish me up, ready for next time. I'm just into this. I mean, I would Hearthstone back, but I want to stay in this area. I mean, I could fly up to Dalaran. Crystal Song, it's not too bad away. I don't think I've even got the Dalaran Hearthstone. Oh no, that's Legion, that's the wrong Dalaran. That would be nice if I had a Hearthstone for that. But we'll stick with that for the moment, and we'll leave that. Just made your first 32 bag stack. Excellent, very nice indeed. I have an unspent talent point, as always. What have we got? Talents. Oh, we got this one. Okay, what should we get? Blinding Shot fires magical projectile, tethering the enemy within 5 yards, rooting them in place. That could be nice for slowing people. Disengage also frees you from movement impairing effects. Probably not. Reduces the cooldown of aspects of the cheetah and aspects of the turtle by 20%. It's got quite a long cooldown, that one. 3-minute cooldown. Yeah. No problem, Doc Otter. I'm thinking either Binding Shot. You think Post Haste? Disengage also frees you from movement impairing effects. Increases your movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. I don't use Disengage at all. Maybe I should use Disengage more. Binding or Post Haste. I mean, I was thinking for general utility, Born to be Wild. I should use it. Should use Post Haste, Disengage more. You will as a hunter, okay. Born to be Wild sounds much cooler. To reduce damage. So Disengage is this one. Leap backwards. Thankfully I didn't just jump backwards off of a huge cliff. That would have been an error. Okay. Right. Okay, I will go with Post Haste. Overall is a bigger movement speed. Okay, so we'll do that. So when we so maybe I'll Disengage as my cue to remind me of that I can do that. So I can do that and then do that and then move quicker. Ah, I see. So maybe when I need to go somewhere, I turn around the right way, disengage, and then turn around the other way and then run again. That could be worth it. Jump, turn, disengage. Yeah, just like that. I could see that being used. Okay. Brilliant. I'll finish up then, depending on the situation, definitely. Thank you all for such a lovely stream tonight. It was really, really good fun. Thank you for the help with the horrific visions. That was amazing. I feel like I've learnt a bit more about those now. And we've got our cloak, not this cloak. We've got Samadan's cloak up to rank 3, which is really nice. Next on the list will be Sunday's stream, so we're going to go for Save of Potion for Sunday. I probably won't do Horrific Visions on the Sunday, but I'll I'll probably just focus on the gold making. We'll go through Justin Rose's rather awesome guide as well as anything else. And I'll have something new from Jack as well. Fantastic. So we've got lots of interesting things coming up in the Weekly Economy blog this week. So lovely to see you then on Sunday once I've written it all up. Let's see if we can find someone to throw a host on over to. We did our Nota last time. Now I haven't done Tomcat in a while. It was suggested last time. I think I'll do it now because it's saying 5 million gold farming Brutosaur, which is definitely gold making related. So let's send some love over to Tomcat tonight. / raid Tomcat, also the maker of the lovely add-on that you see at the top. We did Persephone last time, I think so. Rep grinded during the buff. Right, okay, fantastic. So we'll go and do Tomcat. Thank you all for such a lovely stream. I will see you all again very soon on Sunday, hopefully. So until then, happy gold making, and let's raid Tomcat. Got that all sorted. There we go. And off we go.